I believe we can reach the morning light. Fly me high through the starry skies. Baby, to an astral plane. Cross the highways. Hi, this is Nicole, and I'm coming to you from Bliss Travelers International. And today I have a few guests that are going to be just awesome and tell us about their book, Dream a Little Dream. So I am interviewing Karin Garbino and Destini Garbino, and they did this book along with Dillon Garbino. And so we're in for a treat today. And I just wanted to first say hello. Hi, Destini. Hi, Karin. Hi, Karin. Sorry, I do that sometimes. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you? We're doing great. Thanks for calling. Nice to hear from you, Nikki.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We've known each other for a minute, and it's crazy how we're both authors now. And
congratulations.
Yeah, and who would have thunk that? And we came back together a few years ago. And I just am so proud of you both. And I wanted to kind of ask what the book is about and where you guys got the inspiration to do it. So tell me a little bit about maybe your journey and how this book came about.
Well, starting back like in the early, in the late 90s, when we left Southern California, me and the kids, Destini and Dillon, came out here to northern Colorado. And during the years, their younger years, I was pulling out canvas and painting. And, we would go around in circles and make up stories, and we'd jot them down in the journal. And Dream a Little Dream just kept growing. And this was between going to school, working, and being together as a family. And instead of sitting around and watching the TV all the time, when you get home from school or on those weekends, we would get together, we'd create more to the story, we would get out canvas and start painting. And before you know it, we're hanging up all our canvas, hanging up around the house. And eventually, over the years, said, hey, man, we got a book. We got a book here. We can create we can publish a book. Look at this beautiful story. And then eventually we got into publishing, and we made it come true. And here it is, Dream a Little Dream, with all the illustrations that were painted in acrylic by Destini, Dillon, and myself, Karin.
That's awesome. And Destini, how old were you when you did that?
I would say I was it started at about 12 years old for me, and my brother's 6 years younger, so.
So he was only 6 years old, but as a 12-year-old, how'd you feel about it? What was the process that you felt about creation and doing something so kind of magical with your mom and making something out of nothing?
Yeah, at the time it came very naturally and very easy, and it was fun. It was, my brother would start with a story, and then we'd go around and I'd take part of I'd add on to his story. And then my mom would make the next part, and it was just fun. It didn't feel, like so serious, or we were, having to do homework or anything. It was exciting, and after school that was just a good way to spend time together, and we're laughing and creating this really awesome story. And at the time we didn't really think it would turn out to be such a success, and I'm holding it in my hands right now. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's neat. I need to get a copy. I don't have a copy yet. And how would I get a copy if I wanted to get a copy?
You can get online to Strategic Book Publishing. The website is fbpra.com/KARIN. SOFIAGARBINO /
Okay, I'll put that in the links below. I did see some of the illustrations, though, and you guys rock. You're completely a creator, Karin, and I'm sure Destini, you follow your mother's footsteps, and Dillon too. Now, the one thing that I did want to ask is what you thought about the what was I gonna say? Oh, I know what I was gonna say. This. That's when I don't remember what I was gonna say. That's one use of this new gadget. But I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about what other creative processes as a mother did you do with your kids? Like how, because that must have been a natural part of your being to be able to create a book with your children.
Just being at home and putting on music. We have
just being artistic. All three of us are extremely artistic. The front cover is a piece of mine. I love to draw. My mom loves to paint, and my brother as well. We just all love drawing and writing and creating and thinking up really cool, magical thoughts.
Yeah, and in our book, we also have a music favorite list. And, of course, Gary Wright, Dreamweaver. You know, we played a lot of Gary Wright, and Nick Gilder, and, you know, Steve Miller Band, and some Joni Mitchell. And, you know, while all the bands were playing, you know, we were really, you know, we were creating those juices, you know, and getting into a really whimsical mental state. And so it's been kind of like that, you know, raising the kids in our home. Very happy, very positive.
Yeah, my mom didn't raise us with, you know, the typical stuff on the radio. As far as music-wise, she definitely exposed us to really amazing songwriters and musicians and, you know, stuff that she grew up to and things that we grew up enjoying and becoming our favorites as well.
Yeah, that's neat. I did that with my kids, too. We used to do, what was that? You know, the Queen song, I See a Little Bit, you know, that one where it's South Wayne's World. And I'd have all four kids, and they're in the back, and we're all headbanging, you know. It was, yeah, definitely not traditional. But I think it molded them for creativity, too. So, yeah, so you have music in your book. So tell me a little bit of tidbits. So, like each page, how does that unfold? What's it about? I don't want to give it away, but I want to get the audience to kind of get a glimpse of what this book is about, with illustrations from the kids. And is it kind of a snapshot, or is it piecemealed? You know, what does it have? Different themes in it? What is it?
Well, I guess I could just read off the back the synopsis.
Yeah, I've read that, but yeah, that would be awesome. I probably should have introduced you that way, but that's okay.
A princess is listened to. A message is swept up by the man who dream weaves, and the delivered message gets through with the help of the raven. Discovering that all things with faith, gratitude, and patience do come true, and that some things we may not see or be aware of are parts that play in Dream a Little Dream. Encouraging visual imagination and creativity. The dragon is not a fantasy. Your turn.
Enchanting illustrations are painted in acrylics by Karin, Destini, and Dillon Garbino. They accompany the tender-hearted story of faith and gratitude, told by Dillon, Destini, and Karin, sharing with you from our family publisher, Strategic Book Publishing, for word weavers of all ages and all walks of life. This story is especially for you, our readers, to write, draw, color, create, and compose the feelings from within you. Keep your book close by and enjoy 5 chapters of Dream a Little Dream. And in this book, we did include a journal. We have a journal with these are blank pages for the reader to write and draw their own feelings from within.
Yeah, to encourage bringing out that artistic side and writing and drawing and imagination. So as they go through the story, they can jot down their personal experiences.
Yeah, make their own story.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm doing a lot of work with the inner child, and that sounds like exactly what people that are working with their inner child, that need to release trauma or release some of their creativity or find their talents, or my husband calls himself a talent excavator for buried talents. And
yeah, well, I was definitely gonna say, when you grow up and things happen, if there's trauma or any type of really impactful experiences, a lot of times kids and families, they all need to learn more healthy, positive ways of expressing their feelings of things that they've went through. And this is most definitely a very healthy outlet.
It's kind of like what you would, like what you're working on with rewriting. You know how you've talked to me about rewriting your day, or rewriting your past or your traumas, or just rewriting things on how you want things to seem now.
yeah. And I think that I was looking at a TED Talk, and it was on writing your future, but it was through art. And it was about skipping the left brain, and I'm really highly left-brained. For me, my creativity flowing through the things that I'm doing now is where God comes through me. And but I'm very of a logical worker, left-brained psychologist, and when we do that, we block our own growth. And when we tap into our right brain, which is our creative side, which is our non-critical side, it releases
our lovingness.
Yeah, and so I think that you included that piece to allow readers to do their own art or journal or be creative on their own is a huge, huge piece in your book. I admire that so much.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
We're glad to put it together and just watch it all kind of, fold into this lovely book, and then eventually, looking into different publishers and going from one publisher to another, and, it not really being the right fit. And then finally, we got with Strategic, and everything fell into place pretty good. So,
and it's not just a book, like we've been talking about. It's so much more, and it does more than just allow you to enjoy a story. There's so many more options for each individual, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Yeah, it's holistic.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. I know, Karin, you do a lot of chanting and things like that.
Yeah, I've been studying and reading Buddhism for the last 5 years.
And you had a test today.
I did. I did. We had a Buddhist test today, and I did very well.
100%. You didn't miss one.
Isn't that crazy? What could they possibly test you on in Buddhism? I'm just curious.
History,
terminology,
and and what it is like when you're chanting. You're not, it's not like you're chanting to a something. You're chanting to create an empowerment within yourself, because the Buddhist lives within all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jimi Hendrix used to say, we're all little gods. Nichiren says, we're all Buddhists,
the Dalai Lama's my favorite quote from the Dalai Lama, he says, "My religion is kindness."
Yeah, I love that. I'm going to quote that tomorrow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you guys. Now, what are you doing to get the book out there to the readers? I think this needs to be everywhere.
Yeah, we've had only one book event at the old Firehouse Bookshop located down in downtown Fort Collins, Colorado. Only one book event. We are trying to, eventually we're going to schedule some more. We've put the books for sale at a bookstore here in Fort Collins, Colorado. It's called Who Gives a Scrap?
Oh, that's funny.
I do have a website, and I get the website out, and I let people know about it. Moonlight Productions. Within a month now, it's October now. Hopefully, we're looking at the end of November to have a video book trailer. So we've got some tools out there, things, with patience and faith and practice will eventually come true.
I'm excited. I'll put your book on my website.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, because it's perfect, especially for that inner child to be able to let loose and to be able, for the people that are more maybe left brain or the people that have not sat down just to be and to really just integrate all of the aspects of the art and of the journaling and of the writing and of the music. Like, you get every sense in there, it's the tactile, it's the auditory, it's the visual. You should have a scratch and sniff section. That would be good. Then
do you know that when we actually just bought pencils from Barnes and Nobles that are scented pencils, and I was even thinking how cool that would be part of the next book. Put all the writing in scents, and you could smell each page, and all the words would have different smells.
That's a great idea. We also, we did think about we had a CD. Destini and Dillon and I, and a friend of mine, who's a wonderful guitar player. His name is Matt Lee, that also lives here in northern Colorado. Matt Lee was playing guitar, and Destini and Dillon and myself were singing. And we actually made a little CD, a music CD, of "Dream a Little Dream on Me" from Mama Cats. We did a little replica of that, and we were thinking about, a little remix. We were thinking of having that recorded on the CDs and applying a CD, attaching it to the back of this book. But unfortunately, that part just didn't get there. But doesn't mean that it can't happen.
It can.
I think that, a music CD and a scratch and sniff pages would be an excellent idea. We are working on another book. We have another book coming out. Not in the present time. It's not too soon. We got illustrations to work on, and we are, as a matter of fact, these illustrations we're painting on the walls on the inside of our house. So we're painting murals, and then we're on the fourth chapter. So we still have, and we're not deciding if we just want to end it at 5 and just make all our little book and journals 5 chapters long, with journals included and other people's artwork, and maybe scratch and sniff pages and maybe a little music. Yeah, we'll see how it all kind of fits together, We're excited about it, but maybe within, we're thinking maybe at the end of 3 years from now, that book might be finished. Yeah. We're thinking of this title being called Skies of the Deep.
Wow. Gosh, you guys are hitting the parts of me tonight. The depth and the dreaming, you have to go within to see the universe, and you also have to dream in order to expand the universe.
Yeah, manifest, right? Yeah, manifest destiny.
You did that well. I remember you were a flower girl with my son.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that actually. I remember the wedding.
Yeah, and me and your mom didn't talk for, I don't know, like till last year or the year before, maybe.
Isn't that awesome? Reuniting with old friends, like from people that you grew up with, and 20 years ago, all of a sudden to be reunited and interacting and involved with each other's new lives and family and where everybody's at. I love that feeling. My mom's definitely has made a few connections with family and friends from back home.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So I need to get to Colorado and help you color walls.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this time we own a little townhouse. We call it the dollhouse. So we can actually do all the murals, you know?
Yeah, you're allowed to. Before you'd have to paint them over really fast.
Yeah, well, yeah, right? You know, we just used canvas. You know, there was a time where all the skateboards were laying around the house. And I asked Dylan, I said, hey, man, are you guys using these skateboards? What's going on with these? They're just laying around here. Oh, those are my old ones, Mom. So, well, do you mind if I pull all the skateboard wheels off and the trucks? And, no, it's cool, but you got to leave one little piece on there. I said, okay. So I attached all the skateboards together and painted one of the illustrations that you see in Dream a Little Dream on 4 skateboards. And if you notice on that illustration, we'll have like, I think it's like the third one from the left. It's got like some little red and white stripe thing, and I kept that little part on there because Dylan had gotten that skateboard from Wee Man. He was at a skateboard park, and so it was given to Dylan as a gift, and he asked me to just make sure I left something on there so we knew which one was Dylan's gift from Wee Man, the pro skater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we grew up in skateboard land around there, didn't we?
What?
Back in Redondo Beach and Torrance and Hermosa, we grew up in skateboard land.
Oh, yeah. Skateboards, bicycles, G-strings, roller skates, swim trunks, surfboards. You bet.
Yeah.
We used to go.
We did. Yeah, it was something. But back to, you know, your inspiration, where does it come from? How do you dig up that inspiration for your next book, your next project? How do you envision it? What kind of process does it take to see the end in mind? That's my job. That's what I do, is I help people move forward in their destiny. I use your name, Destiny, a lot. It's part of my cell. It's like in my cells. Your name is in my cells. And you know, how do you go from A to B to C and see the process, and where does this come from? Where do you think it comes from?
You know, just being a mom, you know, being a mom with her kids and being at home and just being very happy. The kids were always, you know, just so good with me, and, you know, they're just my friends, and it was just happy to be together. You know, they were very, very, very loving kids, and and the inspiration comes from doing something fun together and doing something nurturing and healthy, and then you know, I wanted something for my kids to look at, that no matter what, you know, little by little, it took a lot of years, just come sit down and paint a little something, or hey Mom, what are you doing? Now I see me paint, or hey, I want to paint my own, so here's a canvas, and they paint their own, and you know, we're just collecting these things. It was really neat, and then making that story together was really fun, and just tying it all together, and one day saying, you know what, I'm going to start looking into publishing. We actually have a book here. Let's make it happen. And I really wanted to show them that, you know, no matter what, good times, bad times, when things are, you know, hard or joyful, it's just in between. It's really good therapy. And you put your mind to something, And sometimes we get frustrated because it's not happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
We want it done now. We want things to happen now. We want things to transpire today, right away. You know, if it doesn't happen immediately, we get frustrated. And a lot of people do kind of stop and give up. And that's how we end up getting a lot of things on our plate. Stick to one thing. Stick to it. And I guarantee it will manifest. So my second book is, the first book was really motivated by having children as a mother, single mother, and when I moved from Southern California, Redondo Beach, Hermosa, Manhattan, the South Bay, I came here to the foothills of northern Colorado, to Fort Collins, and now I have a grandson. My daughter Destini has a little boy named Dutch, and he's 3 now. And this book, the first book has my 2 kids on it, and the second book will have my grandson's name on it. He already painted 2 illustrations for the next book. Yeah. So that's where a lot of my motivation comes in. It's for my babies, my kids, my family. And then as, when I go on somewhere else, they can always look back and see, something here that I pulled together with the kids that they can look back on, for encouragement.
Yeah, that's important. I think that's why I've done what I've done, is always for my kids and now grandkids. It's, even during the darkest times, or any time where you're just feeling out, like, I don't know, just whatever feeling comes, apathy or grief or sadness or depression. We all go through the darks and we go through the lights,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Having that dream a little dream, having that vision, having that goal to better first yourself, then your kids, then your grandkids, and the whole world in the process. It becomes about all of humanity.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad we hooked up, and I'm glad that we're friends, and we do need to get out there.
Always, yes. Yeah, friendship always. It's a good tool for the toolbox, this book.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really am excited. I wasn't so excited until tonight. I didn't know about that journal and those parts. We've never talked about this in depth like that.
Right.
And I'm excited I have Destini on the phone. Oh my goodness,
Right. When was the last time that you saw her? I mean, she was probably 5, I think.
5.
Right?
They were so cute. Oh my god. Yeah. So cute. And now we're both grandmas, so it just shows you to this audience that, gosh, time isn't linear. It's a snapshot of every moment, and to make the most of it, and that everything is beautiful. Every age is beautiful. And,
absolutely.
And Destini, I wish you the best, and I hope your book goes, anything I could do to help or help. It's just an awesome project. I'm really inspired by you guys.
Thank you, Nikki. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so inspired. So again, before I leave, and it's weird that I picked that Gary Wright song. Wait, I've got to do this one more time. Maybe 3 more. Wait. Isn't that exciting? But I picked that Dreamweaver song.
It's like the theme song.
It is the theme song.
I didn't know that when I picked it. Of course, I knew it said Dream. And your book said Dream, so I picked Dream, because that's the natural place where I go, is Dreamweaver, because I love that song. It just reminds me of, it's like, gets to the core of my soul, kind of, beyond my thought process, into a different place, And
yeah, me too, right? Yeah, exactly. And that's we have, the music list on there, too, because, I thought maybe we can make it like an animation. Maybe we can make a movie out of this book someday, And I I still visualize it. It hasn't, the whole book from the very beginning, nothing has, the visualization, the manifesting of this book hasn't stopped.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like a project that keeps going and going.
Yeah, you gotta put everything's gotta be, you gotta do it all right. You gotta have all the right energy, all the right good intentions, and keep going with it. Keep going with it. It's just like a flower, like, a garden. You plant your seeds, you watch them grow, you mend the soil, you give it love, nurturing, sunlight, give it all the nutrients it needs, and it'll just keep growing and growing into something so beautiful. So maybe there's a possibility that, we'll have this out. Who knows, maybe Disney Pixar or something will pick it up.
There's always, it's already, if you could go, all you got to do is walk through your alternate doorway and feel it and see yourself talking to the producer with Disney Pixar, and who knows what possibilities that opens. But today I did that Follow Your Bliss, that was day 30.
That's right, Bliss Travelers.
Yeah, Bliss Travelers. And today was on following your bliss. And you guys did that. You followed your bliss, and that's where the doors open. And
one thing that me and my brother, we always grew up with the quote, with Mom always telling us, to think is to create. And that is so 100% just the truth. To think is to create. And this is something that me and my brother, what we appreciate the most about it, the conversations I've had with him about the book, is when we get older, how cool to share it with our kids and something to look back on. Just what a really neat family accomplishment, and how cool to be able to share with our new families that we create.
yeah, it's going to be an ongoing, tradition type of thing that goes down and down and down for, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will tell the website one more time, again, and how people could get your book, and then I'll put it up on my site under books, and more, in the next week or so, and make sure to get some copies if I can. I want to work it, and we'll talk about this maybe in another time. And my experience going through it. That's something that I didn't do, and I don't know why. We've talked about so many things, and it's been on the sideline, but not anymore. So yeah, this is powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we definitely appreciate this opportunity that you're giving us for our voice to be heard and our book to be more well known. That's a big advantage and opportunity that we are always searching for, and always how to get it out. Yeah, just deeply honored and appreciative of those all those opportunities and helping hands. So we thank you for sure.
Well, we'll meet soon. I'll come down to Colorado. You guys come up here. Now, give me the website and tell our listeners where, again, they could get the book. Slowly.
You can call Strategic Book Publishing. Speak to Tom Wallace. You can also get online at SBPRA.COMForwardSlashKARINO/.
Okay. And yeah, so I will get that on my website as well, so you'll be able to find their book at theblisstravelers.com. That's TheBlissTravelers.com, so theblisstravelers.com. and it'll be under books and more under that tab, and you'll be able to find a link to their book there by the end of this week. So I thank you both. I can't wait to just see you in person. And with that being said,
to all get to see each other and hang out together for a while.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I want to draw on your walls really bad. I'm feeling the urge to create. There's nothing more I want to do but draw on your walls right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have a nice glass of wine, put on some incense, we're gonna play Gary Wright, and we're all gonna hang out. We're gonna paint and get colorful.
And get colorful. It sounds great. So, okay, you guys. Well, thank you, and thank you to this audience, and we love you, and bliss always. And be blissed out tonight, and be blissed. It's like be bliss, bliss, and dream a little dream tonight. Thank you.
Dream a little dream, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.